He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite. Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, stand by.
On target with their firearms unit. In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
I cannot believe we get paid to do this.
Yeah.
Coming up,
It was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
toe-to-toe with a violent man.
Just blood dripping down my neck. It's all over everything, dripping down my neck.
Stand by, he's gone off-road.
On the heels of a pair of serial offenders.
Out, down and running.
And a backseat passenger puts up a fight.
Right, forward.
I'm going to have one of these, and I'm not going to chew it.
Interceptors Carl, Charlie Farley and Paul Richardson have been crewed together for the past year, and they're kicking off today's 10-hour shift with a sugar boost. Gotta chew.
I forgot to suck that thingy. I'll try another.
Just got to carry on eating them until they're gone.
Paul's been on the force for 11 years. He's a fan of old-school cop show The Sweeney, where the flying squad ate villains for breakfast instead of fruit pastels.
Ooh.
A car on the hot list has pinged an automatic number plate recognition camera.
It's going towards us, whatever this is going to be.
It's a silver Corsa. It's been used in a number of make-offs without payment. And it's been using tape to change the VRM.
Sounds like it's on false plates, yeah.
Fitting false plates doesn't exactly say law-abiding motorist. The silver Corsa is without doubt a runaround for wrong-uns.
A vehicle that's been doing some make-off without payments.
Swapping plates.
And swapping plates, it's coming our way apparently, so just keeping our eyes out open for it.
It's got around here somewhere then.
The Corsa is already a star of CCTV. Here it is making off from a petrol station without the inconvenience of paying.
Yeah, just to let you know as well, it's not registered on P&C, like it's registered to a Mercedes, but not to a Corsa.
Yeah, received, thank you. Well, this is where it's come this way.
Silver Corsa, 2 o'clock.
Ooh, thought that was it then.
It's big, no, they're changing it, that's it mate, I think that's going to be it.
It's the wrong registration, but Paul's spider sense says this is the car they're looking for.
They've been altering it with tape. Yeah. It's a Romeo 201, I think we're behind this.
It's going,
Corsa.
mate, it's going.
It's going as well.
The Corsa's away in a hurry. Paul and Charlie got a good look at the 3 men inside, but now they want a closer one.
X-ray Romeo 201.
Urgent.
201, vehicle failing to stop. It's believed to be involved in make-off without payment. We are on Moor Road.
We've got a vehicle failing to stop. We're on Moor Road.
Moor Road.
Units, please.
Yeah, we are 50 miles per hour in a 30 mile an hour zone. And we are travelling, just stand by 1 second, left, onto West Grange Drive.
Authorities next door it has been granted.
That's received, understood, and body 1 cameras are switched off.
Overtaking on a blind corner, he's showing no signs of stopping.
2:01, we are still Winrose Drive, we are 70 miles an hour in the 30. Vehicle is overtaking other vehicles. Stand by for direction.
The runaway courser's doing double the speed limit. More units are en route to intercept before its driver does some damage.
X-ray Romeo 201, are you earliest opportunity? Can you confirm the road because it's coming back no train?
They've got tape on it.
Yeah, they've got tape on it to mask the true registration. It appears to be, from distance, Golf Echo Charlie, but I can't confirm that.
The dodgy driver slams into a speed bump and almost loses it.
201, can you confirm this is still safe to continue?
With no hope of outgunning a BMW X5, the driver's getting desperate.
Stand by, he's gone off-road onto Aberfield Mount.
It's golf buggy a go-go as the Corsa drives through the rough and into a housing estate. Following that manoeuvre is a tall order in a big X5.
Happy to follow down here in X5.
Yeah, we're happy to follow it on in the X5. It's just a grass-verged area. It's gone right onto Aberfield Drive.
Right again, mate.
Then he's done an immediate right onto Winrose Approach.
The Corsa's carving through the back streets, leaving the X5 for dust.
Continuing on Winrose Approach. It's out, bailing out and running.
It's a dead end. Abandoning the car, the three suspects starburst in different directions. The Interceptors are hot on their heels, but can they catch up with the Corsa runaways?
Three, running all different directions.
Charlie and Paul are pursuing three men in a runaway Corsa who made off from a garage without paying.
We are 70 miles an hour in the 30.
Failing to stop and displaying false number plates, it's an untraceable vehicle and the Interceptors suspect it's used to commit crime.
Yeah, they've got tape on it to mask the true registration.
The Interceptors are desperate to nick the three men inside, but they're not making it easy.
Stand by, he's gone off-road.
The suspects have bailed out and legged it in opposite directions.
Out, bailing out and running.
Charlie's after one. Paul's chasing down the other two who've made a break for nearby woods. Charlie's lost his man. And the pair Paul was after have also vanished.
Can you go back up there?
Yeah, dark blue tracksuit bottoms, dark blue top of them.
Now descriptions of the three suspects are being circulated, but it looks like they're long gone. Then,
Hello, mate.
something suspect emerges from the undergrowth.
What are you up to?
Anything? Just walking open.
Walking. What are you covered all in this for?
Apparently, it went into a garden. The dog, 2 hours.
Covered in grass, out of breath, and a ringer for the guy Paul was chasing. We won't be needing Sherlock today.
Does he look like the person who's just jumped out of that cave?
Check that now.
Charlie, I've got one detained down here, I think. The Afro-Caribbean male that came out of the back seat.
Nice one, mate.
Come on, buddy, let's go back to the car.
A passenger in cuffs is a nice little catch, but Paul's got bigger fish to fry. He wants to reel in the driver.
Where's your mates gone?
I'm by myself.
Oh, are you? You been running?
Yeah.
Sit yourself in there, buddy. For a minute, you're just detained, all right? But I believe you were the rear seat passenger that got out of that Corsa there, because you matched the description.
You're a black person?
No. You matched the description of blue tracky bottoms, blue top and a black coat that run out. Got nothing to do with your ethnicity at all. It just so happens it was an Afro-Caribbean male as well. What's your name, mate? You want to tell me what your name is? No? Okay. No problem.
No probs, for now, but Paul's got a surprise for you.
Right, okay. Give us your left index finger, that one there.
He's introduced to the mobile fingerprint reader. If you're known to police, then this nifty piece of kit will reveal it in minutes.
And your other one. Oh, this one here. Are you able to do it? That's cracking, mate. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, Charlie's in no doubt that the clapped-out Corsa is a pool car. Unregistered, untraceable, and used by criminals to go undetected.
Nice bit of pipe for getting fuel as well. There's a piece of hose there which they use for siphoning fuel out of vehicles that are parked up overnight and all. They've changed plate. They're the original plates for it. That's not going to go back on the road. That is for sure. So, yeah, frustrating.
In over 2 decades on the force, Charlie's put more people in cuffs than Paul Smith. But it's the ones who get away that coppers lose sleep over. Letting the fellas slip through his fingers is grinding Charlie's gears.
It's just a shame. We just want a bit closer when they all bailed out. Managed to grip one of them.
The high-tech fingerprint reader has yet to deliver the passenger's identity, so Paul turns to old-fashioned detective work.
Just going to retrace my steps, because he's got nout in his pockets at all, and I think he might have dropped some on the way.
Paul's looking for a wallet or something with the man's real name on, but instead he finds a helpful handyman.
All right.
I was building a shed in the back garden and
Yeah.
well, obviously 2 of them ran out of the car. One went down the other gunnel.
Charlie, are you listening?
The man saw the suspect run into the undergrowth, so Paul pops his head in to investigate.
He's here. Come round, mate. Come round.
Out the side.
Charlie! I'm in here, mate. He's here.
Beautiful.
The suspect seems to be in a deep sleep. Wakey, wakey. Ah, it's just like Sleeping Beauty, if Sleeping Beauty had robbed a petrol station and hid in a wood.
It's him, because he could see white
that's
tails on.
it.
Up you go. Get up. Stand up.
Stand up straight. Get yourself together, young man. I've just woke up, I'm sorry. I've just woke up. I've just woke up.
If he thinks he can kid the cops with the 40 winks in the forest tale, then he really is dreaming.
I've just woke up. And behind your back,
Stand up properly.
Stand up.
I'm not hurting you.
Nobody's hurting you. Stand up straight. Please don't.
Come on. This way.
What am I supposed to have done? What am I supposed to have done?
You're under arrest on suspicion of dangerous driving, number of make-off without payment.
Sorry.
Failing to stop. That's for a start, them 3. All right.
He's back in the land of Nod, and Charlie's sure that Rip Van Diesel here is the fuel-stealing Corsa driver.
Ecstatic. Yeah, the car initially came towards us. I'm happy he's driver. Absolutely. He must have gone to the left and gone round there. I don't know how he's got round there, but looking at him, I'm happy. And we want to drive more than anyone, so yeah, that'll do.
Sleeping Beauty woke up to anything but a fairy tale ending. He was already wanted by the police and was charged with 2 offences of making off without payment, 2 charges of dangerous driving, 2 charges of driving whilst disqualified, and 2 counts of driving without insurance. He pleaded guilty and was sent to jail for 14 months. He was also disqualified from driving for a further 3.5 years. The passenger, who refused to give his name, also turned out to be wanted. He was charged with previous offences of theft, aggravated vehicle taking, driving without a licence, driving without insurance, and failing to surrender to custody. He also pleaded guilty and was given a 12-week prison sentence, suspended for 12 months, plus a £500 fine in compensation. West Yorkshire Interceptors police an area of over 2,000 square kilometres, and the only thing they can predict about any given shift is that it's unpredictable.
Every day is different, and something that could be routine and mundane normally can turn out to be a big job. And you just got to watch your back and watch your colleagues back and make sure you're all safe.
It's the night shift, and all's quiet on the Bradford front for Richard Clark and Nick Priestley. But after a combined 39 years on the job, they expect the unexpected.
It's the thing about this job, you don't know what's going to happen from 1 second to the next.
Clarkey's proudest police moment was when a gang of car thieves were sent to jail for a total of 54 years. He's got a well-developed copper's gut instinct, which may come in handy tonight. Because a car on the far side of the roundabout has triggered the old Interceptor intuition.
It's waiting for us to go.
It's nearly 10 o'clock at night and the industrial estate they're leaving is closed. Odds are they're not looking for quick fit.
No, just stop it, mate.
The black Toyota pulls over.
It just stood out with, I think, a couple of 3 lads in it, and where it was, there's nothing around there apart from commercial units, which are shut.
Here comes the driver, who opens the back door and makes himself comfortable.
How are you, bud?
He may be trying to draw attention from his car. It won't work.
You been near any cannabis tonight?
Oh, all my friends have. I don't smoke.
Okay. You smell quite strongly of it.
Clarkey follows his nose to the driver's mates.
How we doing, officer?
Who's been smoking cannabis tonight?
Early on the other time.
Where?
Not in car. Maybe outside.
Just going to search these lads. Right, hold on. You stay in there. Shut the door, dude. Jump out, mate. Right. Because there's some remnants of cannabis in there and it smells of cannabis.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop search you. All
Okay,
right?
mate.
All right, because I believe you've probably got some cannabis on you.
Oh, no.
It's your opportunities now.
Nothing, mate. Nothing like that.
To give it to me.
No, nothing like that.
The backseat passenger's getting a chance to fess up.
What you got in your pockets? Stick it on that boot there. If I find someone, I'm going to be really upset. You know that?
Nothing, mate. I promise you. Come on now. I've got better things to be doing, mate. Than
All right.
wasting time, mate.
He sounds convincing, but Clarkey's checking he's emptied all of his pockets.
What's that, mate?
It's a bag of white powder.
Huh?
Say again?
What's that?
And they don't know what else the suspect could have on him.
Down on the floor now!
Down.
He's putting up a fight, and it's taking both interceptors to restrain him.
Stop resisting.
I've not resisted,
Well, you clearly are, aren't you? Give me your hand.
Wait, get back.
As Clarkey and Nick are tied up, the front seat passenger makes himself scarce.
Right, listen to me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit you up with your back to the front wheel. All right? You are not getting up. You are just sitting down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, don't get up, because it'll hurt you.
Hey, dude. You're under arrest. Possession of a controlled substance. What'd you do that for?
I'm just a bit drunk, mate.
The driver's still locked in the back of the cop car.
Okay, mate, you're free to go.
Oh, what's happening?
But it's the back seat passenger who's getting nicked.
Right, just come with me.
Yeah.
All right, don't stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get up, mate. I'm not going to carry you.
Stay there, stay there.
The cavalry arrives to cart him off to custody.
Started searching him. Went in his little Johnny pocket, front at corner at jeans there, and pulled a bag of powder out. And he just pushed me. Started going.
As Nick takes the car to the station for a search, Clarkey reflects on what started off as a straightforward stop.
He's quite a big lad as well.
Can't tell if it's got a GB plate or not.
And then you got to start thinking to yourself, when somebody makes a break from it, when they're actually so close to you, what else are they hiding? What else have they got?
The answer to that question is something extremely frightening. An open blade with an easy reach on the dashboard could have been life-threatening for Clarkey.
You know, had the passenger to pick that up and had a bit of an up and down with Clarkey with that in his hand, it's a different kettle of fish altogether. He sees it a grab. You know, we don't like stuff like that. It's a worry for me. That's life-changing, is that. That goes across your face and that's you. You're done, aren't you?
The backseat passenger who tried to make off from Clarkey was later released with no further action taken. it was decided not to forensically test the white powder found in the man's pocket because it was such a small amount. The cops seized the blade found in the car. Coming up, a full-on fist fight for Steve.
But it was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
Right, onto Roundwood Glen.
And a dodgy driver goes cross-country.
Yes, he's gone off-road.
Across the UK, an average of 70 cops are assaulted in the line of duty every day.
It is a dangerous job. Police officers have been killed in the line of duty and they've come to work and not gone home. It doesn't get much more dangerous than that, and you have got to be prepared to go into any situation.
Get down!
And knowing that when you come to work, you know that you're putting yourself at the risk of coming to some harm.
Despite wearing stab vests and carrying batons and pava spray for self-protection, interceptors on the front line face danger on a daily basis. Steve Oliver's on patrol, but 24 hours earlier, while hunting a red Skoda Fabia, he was the victim of a savage attack. Now he's returned to the scene of the crime.
So I'd been looking for the red Fabia, and as I'd driven along the road behind, I'd looked into this street and seen the Fabia parked up.
As footage from his in-car camera shows, Steve clocked the wanted Skoda by chance in a quiet side street.
My initial thoughts were the vehicle had been abandoned. I've sort of stopped, looked in, and as soon as I've looked into the offside wing mirror, at that point I've seen the driver looking at me, and the driver started revving the engine and actually started shouting through the open window, putting his head out, words to the effect that he's not going to stop, and he doesn't see why he should.
Single crewed, Steve called for backup, but had to act fast to stop the car getting away.
7-8 vehicles trying to make off from a Grantham Road, just near the university.
The driver appeared to be attempting a three-point turn, and Steve nudged his car closer to block his escape.
7-8, we can go 2 seconds, he's playing silly buggers at the minute.
The Skoda stalled, and Steve pounced.
The first thing he's done on notice is taken the keys and is straight out of the car. What struck me was he's a scrawny lad, but it was just the sheer crazed look on his face.
The guy wasn't giving up, and bystanders filmed the tussle on their phones. After being thrown to the floor, Steve had no choice but to take drastic action.
I've managed to get my spray out, my pava out, and I've sprayed him fully in the face with half a can, but it had absolutely no effect on him whatsoever.
A tiny minority seemed to be immune to pava spray. Unfortunately for Steve, he was toe-to-toe with one of them.
Still in an absolute rage as he's come towards me. Fist clenched, and I could see the keys in his fist.
The driver punched Steve in the face, using more than his fist. He used his keys as a weapon. Steve drew his baton for protection, but realised he was seriously injured.
I could feel the warmth trickling down the side of my face, and it's at that point that I've realised that there's just blood dripping down my neck, which I think was possibly caused by the key in his hand that he's then used as a weapon.
He was making headway with his attacker when a member of the public got between them. And the suspect made a dash for his car.
He's obviously thought, sod this, I'm off. Got back in the car, locked the door, started the car up. I'd smashed the windscreen to try and stop him, try and blur his vision as he's started driving off.
But Steve wasn't out of danger.
He's then reversed up. My car's been in the road, he's deliberately smashed into the back of the car. And accelerated away, leaving me and my damaged car and bruised ego in the middle of the road.
The driver who assaulted Steve and drove off handed himself in at the police station. By driving a vehicle, he was in breach of a sexual harm prevention order issued to him 3 years before. After pleading guilty to assaulting a police officer, dangerous driving, criminal damage to the vehicles, and breaching the Sexual Offences Prevention Order, he was jailed for 18 months and banned from driving for 2 years and 9 months. And Steve needed urgent medical attention.
The wound was glued back together and then a couple of steri strips over the top. And it's when, sort of in the cold light of day, you think, you know, he's using a key as a weapon. And essentially it is a small knife. And you think it's close to my eye, even a good punch to the side of the head where it's soft in the temple, and that would have pretty much been lights out at the time. When you look back on these things, you do sometimes think, you know, it's a lucky day.
Interceptors are made of stern stuff, and patched up Steve is back on the road and showing the ropes to rookie Harry Preble.
Just look, I always tell people this, look at the body language, go and look at him like a soup.
The body language of this Audi says iffy.
If you watch the way he was driving, it's towards centre.
Yeah.
He's up close to the car in front. It's almost as if we get behind him and put lights on, he's just going to pull out and go. Hence, body language of the car. You see, straight in front of that car there.
Ooh. The driver seems so keen to put some distance between him and the cops that he pulls straight into the path of an oncoming car. As Harry runs the Audi through the computer, the driver pulls off the main road.
That's what I thought he was going to do. Go in.
Untaxed since August 2017.
Here we go. Blues and twos, and the driver of the untaxed Audi hits the gas big time.
X-ray Romeo 31 urgent. Vehicle failing to stop at bank. Stand by for details.
The Audi's reaching nearly double the speed limit and getting faster.
Black Audi. Double crew, TPAC train, request TPAC authority, please. We're heading in towards the Ravenscliffe estate at this moment in time.
It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night in the height of summer. The estate's busy with children playing, but the dodgy driver's booting it. Steve suspects he knows the area well.
Yes, we are indeed. We are right onto Roundwood Glen.
The reckless runaway then makes a potentially lethal move, mounting a grass playing field at nearly 30 miles an hour.
Yes, he's gone off-road. It's a large expanse of grass we haven't followed.
After being assaulted on the job, Steve's taking no chances and calling in backup.
Steve, whereabouts? I'm on Roundwood Glen.
Yeah, you must be behind me, mate. He's turned right across that grass there, back up towards Ravenscliffe Drive, main road.
Yeah, Mike.
Ravenscliffe.
The playground detour was a waste of time. Steve's all over him.
Back towards you, mate, on Roundwood Glen.
As backup arrives, yet again, the driver of the Audi's gone off-road.
He's gone straight across Painley Avenue. We're still on. He's turned right, over grass again. He's gone back down towards Roundwood Glen. Get in.
It's not safe for Steve to follow on this busy estate, but he's not giving up the chase.
Runner. Yeah, it's Osterley Grove. He's just bailed out.
The driver abandoned the Audi and legged it.
Where's he gone? He's in there. Gone in there. Find out where he's gone.
Where's he gone?
Spice, he's coming towards you, mate. Coming towards you.
The locals don't appear to have seen the suspect.
Where's he gone? He didn't get as far down as here. As soon as he ran from the car, he ran between all these people and ran into one of the addresses, so it's quite difficult to find out who he is at the minute, but we'll find him.
The arrival of the Interceptors is attracting a bigger crowd.
It's a nice sunny evening. Everybody comes out and about.
probably think that he's either going to be in one of the houses here, or being as he is a bit cheeky, he may well have just swapped his T-shirt, come out, mingling amongst the crowd, and watch what we're doing here.
A search of the Audi provides chilling proof that cops face far worse weapons than car keys.
Yep, they were armed and they were ready for it. Balaclava. Pull car, isn't it? So pull car, so balaclava in a box, brand new.
They suspect it's a pool car, a vehicle that's unregistered and untraceable and often passed around criminals to commit crime. Getting it off the road is a result for Steve and the team. The black Audi was seized along with the knife and the balaclava. The identity of the driver is still unknown.
A very bright side conclusion we've got. It looks like a pool car, uninsured car, as we've mentioned before. It's got a hammer in the footwell, it's got a knife in the footwell. My guess would be that it's either going to be used later on, whether that's not tonight, whether that's another day. So potentially we've stopped somebody getting robbed or burgled. It's a shame we haven't got anybody out of it at this moment in time, but it's crime prevention, isn't it?
More than 300 motorcyclists were killed on the roads last year, with speeding being a contributing factor in many cases. And with a third of casualties being young men under the age of 25, Interceptors are always on the lookout for bikers who push the boundaries and put themselves and other road users at risk. And two bikers up ahead are a cause for concern for Andy Howarth and Claire Gray. Petrolhead Andy got his first motorbike as a teenager. Now an advanced Vipex rider, what Andy doesn't know about bikes isn't worth knowing. And he's well aware that speeding plus bike equals bad news. Catching up, the bikers appear to be racing.
Just these couple of bikes travelling, look like they're in convoy and they're travelling quite quickly.
A bit of blue light and the rogue riders pull over.
Is it your bike?
Hello.
Is it your bike? Yeah. What are you driving like that for? Driving like you nicked it?
Pardon?
You're driving like you nicked it?
Oh, right, sorry.
The bikes aren't nicked, but someone may well be in a minute.
Overtaking everything that moved.
God knows what speed we were getting up to.
You can't have been that fast, mate.
Would you like to sit in my car and what? In fact, I'll get you some video. Stand by.
Set video up, man.
Right, young man.
Yep.
This is the video from my car.
Fortunately for the Interceptors, their onboard cameras never lie, as the driver of the Yamaha 125 can see for himself.
70 mile an hour.
I understand everything, guys.
Sound. That's what I want to hear. Thank you, officer. I'm sorry, I've been driving like a bit of a...
I know I have.
That's what I want to hear, because, as he says, you two are organ donors. Organ donors. Yeah. You're doing 50, 60, 70 mile an hour. It's only going to end one way. Because I'll be honest with you, when I was a lad, I got this exact same... And when you're getting off a cop, who took my bike off me as well, because I deserved it, you sort of think, you know what, you're right.
Meanwhile, his mate on the 50cc moped has some explaining to do.
Well, it's only a little thing, isn't it? There's not many 49cc mopeds do 70 mile an hour, is there?
His bike should only be able to reach around 30 miles an hour, but he was keeping up with his mate on the 125, and he suspects his moped's been modified.
So what you had done to the bike then?
Well, to be fair, I bought the bike like that and it's registered as a 50.
Yeah, I know it's registered as a 50, but there's no way on this earth that's a 50.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right then, what's the maximum rated speed that a moped can do?
30.
Right. So if your bike can only do 30, how come we've got it on our camera doing 50 odd? Pipe, you're adding 20 odd mile an hour on top of it.
Modifying a moped to go faster isn't illegal, but failing to notify your insurers could mean driving without any cover.
I know words are cheap and stuff, but I'm normally a very reasonable driver. I always keep it around 30, 40, man. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're out with your friend and that, it's not competitive or racing. It's just where, you know, driving a bit, you know, because you get excited when you're out on roads with mates.
What you said to me is, well, I've been out with a mate, we've egged each other on to push his limits. That's what you're saying. I know you're saying you get excited.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Absolutely,
This is
I know.
it. Do you know what
So
I mean?
listen to what you're saying. I'll leave you in the company of my Barnsley friend.
The lads' little road race could have proved fatal. For their own safety, the Interceptors are coming down hard and seizing their bikes.
Just giving them to a warning isn't enough. We need to take the bikes off them and they've got to earn them back, and hopefully they'll learn from it.
But veteran biker Andy's not convinced.
Think about the padding that's in your helmet. What's it designed to do? It's designed to fit around this part of your face, not the big bit of your head. So that's all going to get stretched. We can't, you're right.
But they can make you walk home at a safer speed.
Stay safe, mate. Take it as a lesson.
Yeah, I will do.
The lad on the 125, absolutely good as gold. He's just been a bit daft, and he gets that, totally gets it. Other lad, different tale. He's got his helmet stuck on top of his head and he's wearing his... he's got his protective T-shirt and his massive rucksack that'll help him when he decides to jump off at 80 mile an hour. Sometimes you can't educate pork, you can only cure it, and that's what he needs. He needs the big hard stick.
The moped rider was reported for driving without a licence. He received 3 points on his licence and was ordered to pay £155. The driver of the 125 was also reported for driving without a licence. Both bikes were seized, and Interceptors pray their riders have learned a life-saving lesson.
I've had to go tell parents before of young lads that have been riding like muppets that I'm really sorry, but we found your kid in a field in pieces and it's not pleasant. And we've used the phrase organ donors, and they are the mobile organ donors.
Got learner plates on that.
Coming up,
Full driving licence?
the blunt truth for a learner driver.
Was I driving back?
Yes. Come on then, John. There you go.
And Interceptors prevent a road fatality.
You are spiky. Oh God, they're really spiky.
It's kicking off in Leeds, where Interceptors Chris Bastow and Sophie Hawkswell are racing to assist with a pursuit.
Wrong way 64, coming over the parking with the parties.
Wrong way 64, yeah?
But before they arrive, the pursuit's called off.
A vehicle's failed to stop in Gibson for one of our firearms sergeants. Unfortunately, he's started to pursue it, but it's gone the wrong way on a dual carriageway, so he's aborted it because it's not safer to continue. So basically what we're doing is we're going into the area to see if we can drop on it again in a safer environment.
Known to fellow Interceptors as Big Dog, Sophie's a pro Thai boxer and fitness fanatic. She may be on the hunt for a car that escaped cops earlier, but she's caught the scent of something closer by. This learner driver bunny hopping towards the Big Dog like a hare to a hound.
So you're teaching him how to drive? He's got learner plates on that?
Yeah, he ain't got a licence. Put one on that and see where he goes.
X-ray 044. Moving vehicle, please, on Bellbrook Grove.
They run the car registration past control.
Thank you. That's coming back to me at a black Honda Civic. Got no report. Insurance and MOT held.
Yeah, it's received, thank you.
It checks out, but for one thing. No learner driver on the insurance.
Place to stop.
Oh, the Paul, is it yours?
Yeah.
It is yours. Are you insured to drive it? Do you have a full driving licence?
No.
Are you on a provisional?
Yeah.
Who's driving with you?
It's my dad.
It's your dad. All right, do you just want to come and take a seat in car?
Sophie goes to have a word with the driver's dad. But there's no sign of him.
How are we doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Just so you know, he just said his dad's been driving with him. From what I can see, it's two young men in the car, so I'm just going to get their details.
Okay. Do any of your friends have driving licences?
No. They're just normal passengers.
Just normal passengers?
Yeah.
Right, now you've got an L licence, so a provisional licence, yeah? Do you understand that you need to be supervised at all times whilst driving?
No, I didn't know.
Right, yeah, because you've just said that your two friends are normal passengers and they don't have driving licences. Yeah. So that means you're driving unsupervised, so you're driving otherwise than in accordance with a licence.
Learner drivers need to be supervised by someone aged 21 or over, who's held a full driving licence for at least 3 years.
Are you taking it?
There's no two ways about it. You haven't got a licence to drive it unsupervised, so it will be seized.
So it will be taken?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because you're not driving as you should do, are you? You said you weren't aware, but when you've applied for a provisional licence, it'll go through that with you and it'll tell you how you can drive.
I didn't read it.
Well, there we go. You should have read it.
Was I driving bad?
Yes.
This story's got more holes than Tetley. There's no sign of Mystery Dad and no sign of this guy on the insurance.
The name you've given me is not on that insurance policy for that car, and your name is also not on it as a named driver.
And you're in bad company. There are thought to be 25,000 learners driving on British roads without insurance. And it turns out that this particular learner has failed to learn from his previous mistakes.
And you've already got points on your licence?
Yeah.
Right.
That's from before.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look. So you've got 8 points already. Drive otherwise.
I'm able to drive.
Well, you say you're able to drive, you've got a provisional licence. That doesn't allow you to drive unsupervised. So you shouldn't be driving that car unless someone is with you.
I know.
I'll fill this out and then you can be on your way.
The learner with a load of points was reported for driving without a licence and insurance. His car was seized, but he failed to learn his lesson. Since this incident, he's been stopped a further 2 times by police for the same offences. He attended court and received a £855 fine, 8 points on his licence and a 6-month disqualification.
8 points? 8 points on provisional licence and then driving in accordance and without insurance? That's just nuts.
Oh, he's been done for no insurance before as well.
Oh,
There's a
so
surprise.
imagine my surprise.
That was where he got 8 points from.
Interceptors come down hard on lawless road users, but some must be handled with kid gloves, like the road hog up ahead.
Come on, Hedgehog. Come on. Come on. Off you go. Come on. Come on, Hedgehog. Go on. There you go. Go on, pal. Go. Yeah, that's it.
It looks like Spike's going to go off-road, but then...
Oh, no. No.
He makes a dramatic U-turn heading back towards oncoming traffic.
Save it. There's a car coming. Save it.
This is a job for Big Dog.
Come on, little hedgehog. You need to go this way. Oh, I need some gloves or something. Come on, little guy. How spiky do you reckon hedgehogs are?
Quite spiky.
Spike is in grave danger, and not just from passing traffic.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, I nearly killed him with a battery. You're all right, little hedgehog dude.
It's a near miss with a battery.
No, you tried to save that hedgehog and it died. It's brilliant, because you dropped something on it. Oh, you are spiky. You are spiky. Oh, God, they're really spiky.
Sophie's no stranger to prickly customers, but this one's a bit of a handful.
Ooh. Really spiky.
I think that's job done now.
But animal lover Sophie's not satisfied that the rescue mission's complete.
Oh, I wanted to put it in the bushes over there to make
Should I get some black gloves?
Have you got thicker ones? Yes.
I think so. You never know when you're going to come across a hedgehog in need. Right. Let's go save the day. I don't know where your head is.
No, it's really, really tucked in.
The hedgehog could be protecting itself from another assault from a battery.
There you go. Sorted.
Black gloves work better than blue gloves, though.
I just use a bit of common sense. More joking.
The road hog made good its escape, and no further action was taken. Another disaster averted by the interceptors.
It's the best job we've had tonight.
Yeah. Yep. That's one life saved. He can go back to his hedgehog family now. Oh, I love it. So much fun.
Stand by. Contact with the subject vehicle.
Crime is on the rise.
Keep your hands up! Hands on your head!
So it's time to fight back.
Do not move! Do not move!
Battling on the front line are Nottinghamshire's finest.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! I'm going to back right now!
Highly trained pursuit drivers.
Right. Box on. Stop.
Specialists in entry and search.
Safety on.
Rapid response firearms officers.
We know you've got shotguns in there, mate. Shots fired!
And the crime-stopping force of the dog unit.
Dog's got one.
Stay where you are!
Wherever the battle takes them,
Fire!
they'll never back down.
Police officer!
Because cometh the hour,
Running! Hands on your head!
cometh the interceptors.
All in a day's work.
Coming up,
Yes, from 5-3, we are pursuit. Vehicle is lights off, swerving across all lanes.
the team go bumper to bumper in 100-mile-an-hour takedown.
We're going to crash to the near side. Stand by.
The big red key wakes a big bad drug dealer.
Looks like it's a kilo block of uncut cocaine. Its street value is probably upwards of £100,000.
And a bunch of balloonists push Katie to bursting point.
Time's up. It's being recovered.
Within 5 minutes?
Yep. Stop upping your nitrous oxide and you know what time it is, won't you?
Police interceptors have teamed up with Nottinghamshire's finest. Brand new force, same old story. Last year, the county's crime figures rose by almost 11,000 incidents. Life for an interceptor is far from dull.
Working in Nottinghamshire is brilliant. I think I'd describe it as a policeman's playground. Like any big city within the UK, it's densely populated, there's lots going on. Gangs and drugs, burglary, vehicle theft, robbery. But also we've got some major road networks that run through the county which travelling criminals use to commit crime in and out of Nottinghamshire. There's always something to be hunting or looking for.
It's Saturday evening, and interceptors Dan Machin and James Carrington are on the lookout for a car that was reported stolen this morning.
Cinder Hill Road, southwestbound, a Peugeot 207, stolen from Lowell's Ray in Limby by means of burglary.
Car theft has been on the rise in Nottinghamshire, and the interceptors are proactively targeting cars that are being shipped across county lines. The brand new network of ANPR cameras lets them know where the stolen Peugeot passes and which way it's heading.
It's just done a camera about a mile from where we are in this direction. Keep your eyes peeled.
Units are flooding the area.
With 5-2, we're going after the Peugeot as well.
It's only a matter of minutes before the car is spotted.
Here we go. Right again. It's just been followed by an RV down towards the 610.
Approaching the RA.
The car's heading for the M1. Dan and James are still a few miles away from its last location, so they need to get busy.
Next roundabout.
Dan unleashes the BMW's X5's 330 horses and steers them towards the M1.
Where's he gone? Motorway?
Motorway southbound. Go on.
The Nottingham Interceptors keep a large stable of thoroughbred pursuit cars. Marked BMW X5s are equipped with gun safes, ready for firearms teams to deploy at a moment's notice.
Safety on.
The dog units respond to calls in the 150-mile-per-hour Skoda VRS wagon, while traffic units use both unmarked BMW X5s and 3 Series estates to keep a stealthy eye on the county's motorists. Dan and James have threaded their X5 through the evening traffic and closed the gap on the pursuit.
5-3, we're just in convoy with those call signs. 10 seconds, we're with you. We're with them now.
Up ahead, an unmarked X5 and a marked patrol car are tailing the stolen Peugeot.
To pursuit, there are 3 T-Pack vehicles with you now.
The stolen 207 is showing no signs of slowing. The interceptors need to force the runaway's hand.
They're going to try and do the get by in lane 1.
Get by, try lane 1. Doing it now.
Plane cars going underneath. Right, stand by, stand by.
There's a junction up ahead. James needs to keep the pursuit on the motorway.
Try and keep him on. Stay up his near side.
The M1 might be busy, but it's much safer than built-up residential streets.
He's going to get it off, mate. Try and keep him on.
Lane 1, lane 2.
Just try and keep him on.
Near side, keep on.
Go on. Just stay alongside him. Keep him on. Keep him on. Sound.
They've shut the door, but the runaway driver is swerving erratically from lane to lane, and judging by the state of the Peugeot's rear bumper, he's not afraid to get physical.
What junction? Just past 25. To the lead X5, you want to take pursuit commander?
James says he likes to chill out to mellow tunes when he's behind the wheel. So this driver recklessly swerving at 100 miles an hour will be totally blowing his cool.
Yes, yes, from 5-3 we are pursuit. Vehicle is lights off, swerving across all lanes. Medium risk. Lane 4, 100. Lane 4.
The runaway knows he can't outrun 3 intercept units. He's hoping his erratic driving will force them to call off the pursuit.
This vehicle is at least 3 up. We are in lane 3 now. We are at medium risk. He's swerving across all lanes. 90.
Take it to lane 4 or lane 1. We need to get by.
From pursuit, he is lane 3, swerving in front of us at 100.
There's another junction rapidly approaching. James positions the units for another blocking manoeuvre.
To the lead X5, get near side. Don't want him coming off the motorway. To an H, he's swerving across all lanes. He's to our near side now. We are at 8-5.
Dan carefully draws the 2-ton X5 alongside the speeding hatchback. The runaway's rapidly running out of options.
He's in lane 3 to the lead X5, watching near side. We want him on, want him kept on. Half-mile marker board for the A50, 24 Alpha. Stand by, contact with the subject vehicle. It's taken extensive damage. It's going to crash to the near side. Stand by.
The pursuit may have ended. Is it game over for the runaway driver? Interceptors James and Dan are on the M1 in pursuit of a stolen Peugeot.
To pursuit, there are 3 T-Pack vehicles with you now.
The runaway was trying to bully the police drivers into backing down.
From pursuit, he is lane 3, swerving in front of us at 100. Traffic on the motorway remains light.
But his reckless driving saw the 100-mile-an-hour pursuit come to an abrupt end.
Stand by, contact with the subject vehicle. It's taken extensive damage. It's going to crash to the near side. Stand by.
In an act of sheer desperation, the driver of the stolen Peugeot went for a gap that simply wasn't there.
It's going to crash to the near side. Stand by. Police dog loose!
2 of the lads have made off into the bushes with Dan and James hot on their heels.
Jim, go!
One of the lads wasn't so quick to get away.
Police officer!
One down, but the driver and passenger are still on the run.
They've gone through here up to this point. We've come through. I've got a shout of police dog, and I've pretty much stopped here. Dogs come through and they're gone.
Units are searching the area, but James isn't hopeful.
They've probably got phones on them, they've probably contacted someone to come and pick them up. I'm gutted. But 1 out of 3, who knows? Gonna see what state the police car's in, should we?
The X5 has picked up a battle scar, and so has James's finger.
I smashed my hand to pieces, I think. Nearly pulled my finger off on the fence.
The southbound lane of the M1 has been closed for 30 minutes.
These lads, when they get in these stolen cars, they just don't care. We've got to think about the risk, members of the public, but as you've just seen, they do not care. They'll weave around the motorway at 100 mile an hour, trying to crash into police cars. They've totaled this person's car, they don't care. Could be worse, couldn't it? Could have no finger.
As the cuffed passenger is taken back to the nick, it seems his mates are long gone. The M1 is underway again, but the stolen Peugeot won't be going anywhere.
You've got that, in comparison to that, I think we've got off lightly.
Because it went with a massive bang.
It proper walloped the police car. I thought it'd be a lot worse than that. Mate, it was proper giving it the full swerve and MacGyver.
Yeah. That's as new.
Eh?
Fair wear and tear, this.
German engineering, my friend.
Yes, come on. Bit of a scarring panic.
The driver of the stolen car and his passenger are still at large, but with their mate in custody.
Still out, chopper.
The net is closing in.
Ah!
2 days have passed since Dan and James's high-speed encounter with the stolen Peugeot, and the pair are back on patrol. A call has just come through about another car theft.
There's been a series of car key burglaries in West Bridgford. There's some decent high-value cars nicked. Our burglars have had 2 cars from one address, an Audi and a Beamer. They've abandoned the Audi, left in the BMW, and then gone and done another car key break and nicked a brand new 19-plate Golf GTI. That's been tracked by the owner. The car's been found. Local policing colleagues have stopped a group of young lads not a million miles from where the GTI's been sort of abandoned. And funnily enough, one of them is a lad that's all over our briefings for doing car key burglaries. And there were 2 lads outstanding from the pursuit we had down the motorway the other day. So I'd have some money on it being one and the same. Let's have a look, shall we?
Officers have already arrested 2 lads, and the evidence suggests they're linked to the stolen Volkswagen.
He's got the Golf GTI key in his pocket. I bet that's the driver of the Peugeot from the motorway.
The lad in the back of the police car looks very familiar.
We had the pursuit down the motorway the other day in the 207. Obviously they got away. Classic car key burglars. And I'd have my mortgage on the fact that's the driver of the Peugeot that night, out doing some more car key breaks.
Let's go, Martin, that van.
The lad has decided he's not going to come quietly. He's kicking off in the back of the patrol car.
Oh, mate, stick some leg restraints on it.
In these situations, leg restraints are needed to protect both the officers and the suspect.
Yeah, we'll have him. We'll have him.
A gesture that this lad doesn't appear to appreciate.
Did you spit at me, mate? You spit at me? I'm not an animal.
Stop behaving like one then.
More accustomed to the driving seats of luxury German sports cars, Mr. Gobby isn't happy about riding in the back of a patrol van.
Again.
Mate, stop burgling people's houses. You wouldn't have this problem, would you?
You big. All of you. A big two, yeah? All of you.
Mate, you're
All of you.
the one that keeps from a car that was stolen and a burger in your pocket.
You nerd. You ugly bastards.
If flattery will get you everywhere, this little charmer's going nowhere, except the cells.
Mongols, what are you clearly just gone and done? What's
Nicked
that?
a burglar, mate. We've nicked a burglar, is what we've done.
What?
We nicked a burglar that's kicking
And
off.
Get off my shoes. Shut the don't take me to bridal, you ugly bastard.
James has had enough of this jovial banter for one night.
I'm already on the run for...
Oh, he's a delight.
You making friends?
Apparently he's done nothing wrong. Apart from the fact he's got keys from a stolen car in his pocket.
Along with the car keys, the lads were also found with this fetching lady's purse, a pair of mole grips, complete with a lock that appears to be missing a door.
What a week.
The stolen Golf had been abandoned half a mile down the road from where the lads were picked up.
Beautiful car, isn't it? They've still got some burgling kit in there, haven't they?
Sadly, the hot hatch hasn't survived the ordeal unscathed.
That is from the roof of the car, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that, I reckon they ripped it out looking for, like, the tracking box. You have a look, it's all ripped out.
Oh yeah, the red and white mess of it.
See the red SOS button?
Yeah.
That's going to GPS the car, isn't it? So they've nicked it. Yeah. Just dangerous criminals, and it's just a top result for everyone to get them locked up and get them hopefully looking at some prison time. So yeah, happy days.
The silver-tongued lad was found guilty of burglary. He received 18 months behind bars and a 3-year criminal behaviour order. His mate got 2 years behind bars for burglary. No further action was taken against the passenger. With over 800 knife crimes reported in Nottinghamshire last year, the Interceptors have actioned a specialist team to tackle this modern-day menace head-on. Out on patrol today are Sergeant Steve King and Ken Tinley.
Knife carriers generally will be carrying a knife because they're involved in something else, maybe part of organised crime groups or gangs, and we try and deal with those issues as well. So, for example, if someone who's involved in drug supply, we'll target them, and if you get them for a drug supply, then hopefully that'll prevent them from carrying a knife in the future as well, really.
Steve's a big Jason Bourne fan, and his favourite movie star is Matt Damon. Well, he's just spotted 2 more celebrities, but this pair are stars of the morning briefing.
2 males. We'll go for a stop. All right.
That bus?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Yeah, all right, bro.
You jumping down ready?
Yeah.
You know what's happening?
Yeah.
Well, if you do it
Steve and Ken just want a quiet word, but the lads leap straight on the defensive.
Are we being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
For what? For what crime?
Under the Misuse of Drugs Act, you're being detained whilst I establish whether or not we're going to be conducting a search. I can't do that. Well, I can't do that if I allow you to walk off. Your behaviour is erratic. There's intelligence linking you to the supply of controlled drug in this area. Therefore, you're both being searched. I've just told you. Okay?
So you do understand that? Just pop your hands out your pocket, dude.
No, I don't understand that. No, you can't arrest me. Listen, boss.
Let me explain it to you then, mate.
Boss, you can't just start arresting me for what?
For what? You're not arrested, you're being detained.
I'm being detained for what, though? That's what I want to know.
For purpose of drug search, mate.
For what, though?
Backup has arrived, and not a moment too soon.
I'll explain it to you.
No, not at all, man. You're lad up, man. Don't kick off, no.
Steve and Ken are satisfied that neither lad is carrying a knife, but they're both resisting the search, so the cuffs are coming out.
Okay, there's active intelligence linking you to the supply of drugs in this area. There's also a smell of cannabis emanating from you. You're smoking cannabis.
Are you taking something today?
No. Boss.
Because your eyes are like pinpricks, mate.
What are? It doesn't matter.
And you sweat, you froth it at your mouth.
Well, then do your thing here. Go put my bag. Do your little.
I will do. I'll do
your thing.
Just spin around for me. Just face my colleague.
It's touching me.
Stop whinging.
Brother, it's touching me.
I think it's got something in there, crotch, mate.
Yeah, no.
You got something down your pants, mate?
There, yeah.
What do you mean got something down my crotch?
Get your hands out.
Nothing down my crotch.
There,
you can't touch me, knob. Bro, look, it's my knob. You know, get my cock out. Let's get out. No, I'm going to show him now.
This loud-mouthed lad is adamant that he's got nothing to hide. But the game's up for his mate.
So you got some cannabis down your pants, yeah?
What?
There's some cannabis down your pants. I can see it.
I can smell it.
I can see it. Is that all that's down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait because it's quite far down. How old are you? How old are you? 17. Is there anything else down there?
No.
Just the weed?
Yeah.
You know what this is? It's harassment, isn't it?
No, it's not harassment, mate. Just chill out.
Look, I haven't got nothing.
Right.
going down my boxes.
I'm not going down your boxes. I'm going round your waist. I'm going round your waistband.
What can you get? You know what? I actually haven't got nothing on me, but you know, you can't go on like this.
Well, it appears you've got something to stuff down your pants, mate. So.
Ken's made another discovery. These not-so-smartphones are often used by drug dealers to do business without being traced.
So what concerns me is you've got two burner-style mobile phones that you're saying aren't yours. You've been quite quick to declare they're not yours.
My phone's broke at home, and the other one's my mate's phone. I just phoned my mum on it. Like, what's your problem?
Okay.
The lad reckons he borrowed the mobile to phone his mum.
There's at least some cannabis down your pants.
Oh my
so you're
God,
probably going to be detained for a full strip search, and we'll need to get an appropriate adult.
Well, she's about to get another call.
Who is your guardian or who looks after you?
My mum.
Where does she live?
Not my house.
Okay, where's your house, mate?
I'm sure all these like know they've been here enough times.
Oh, I'm just asking. I've never met you before. Is she in?
Because he's under 18 and he can't be strip searched without his legal guardian.
We're quite determined when we've got the grounds, we'll take people back and strip them. If they want to hide drugs in their underwear, then that's ultimately what we're going to have to do.
Back at the Nick, Motormouth has run out of puff.
Pop out, dude, you're right.
Right, boss.
Calm down now a bit, yeah?
I've calmed down.
Good
anyway,
man.
He's fiercely denied that he's hiding drugs.
All right, we have to check, dude, because you have got something down there, haven't you?
Yeah, but I haven't, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
A strip search will allow him to prove his innocence once and for all.
Right, just pull your trousers down, but keep your boxers on. Right, now spin round for me and just duck down. This lad's got some Class A in his pants.
Steve has pulled out a plastic bag that appears to contain Class A drugs.
I don't know where that's come from.
Well, it was in your pants, mate.
Amazingly, the lad claims he has no idea how the drugs appeared between his legs.
He's got some cash stuff down his pants, about 170 quid, and then 3 or 4 wraps of dark substance, which is suspected to be heroin. He claims he doesn't know how it ended up down his pants. So we're just going to search the other lad, see what we've got with him, and then we'll make a decision about where we go with it. And,
It's time for the second lad to strip off, in front of Mum.
At no point should he be fully naked, so we'll do probably the top half first, put that back on, then do the bottom half. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, chuck that back on for me, mate.
The strip search revealed the lad did have cannabis hidden down his pants.
So both have been arrested for possession with intent to supply controlled drugs. Hopefully it's been seen today, the sorts of proactive work we've been doing in the community that should make people feel a bit more comfortable, a bit more confident about the policing operations that are taking place, and hopefully it sends a message to these two and maybe the wider criminality that might be taking place within Clifton that we are looking for you, and we will stop you, we will search you, and we'll make arrests where the evidence is there.
Both lads were arrested for possession with intent to supply Class A drugs and possession of cannabis. They're both still under investigation. Still to come, a look behind the green door uncovers green grass.
We've got a reasonable amount of cannabis in there.
Trashed.
Rain-soaked roads cause a well-oiled driver to slip up.
Stay up! Police! Come here!
Where's the lad that was driving this car?
One of his bird glasses, I don't know.
Right.
And a disappearing driver demonstrates that romance is not dead.
When is he coming back then to speak to us?
As soon as he busted the load.
Nottinghamshire's neighbourhood policing teams are the Interceptors' eyes and ears on the ground. They have supplied vital intel on the location of a man believed to be involved in organised crime. And today, the neighbourhood unit are revving up for a raid alongside the tactical support group. Heading up the op is Sergeant Brian Blackmore.
We're just on a misuse of drugs warrant with NSUs.
They don't want anyone slipping out the back door, so they're surrounding the property.
They're dropped off.
The warehouse has been converted into artists' studios.
We'll go through there. Let's get that door smashed through.
but the Interceptors are hoping to find more than a pile of paintbrushes. The warehouse is a rabbit warren of rooms and corridors.
This one's locked. Just stand by, Pete.
The team have found someone. It's all hands on deck.
Stay there.
Result, they've got their man.
Just confirm we've got to make take.
The only thing Sleeping Beauty here is going to be wearing right now is a shiny pair of handcuffs. A quick scan of the building has delivered 3 more suspects. They've all been arrested and are headed off to the local NIC. The warehouse is cluttered and full of hiding places.
Ryan's got it.
I've got to say it's one of the most complex because of the layout. Because it's an original building and they've created little studios and rooms within what wouldn't have been there in the first place.
Sergeant Mark Southgate from the neighbourhood unit is heading up the search party.
We've got quite a substantial amount of what appears to be Class A controlled drugs in the premises. Quite a substantial block there on top of the scales. A block of off-white substance on the floor there with the other individual wraps. Quantity of cash, numerous mobile phones. It's a good hit today, good result.
To speed up the search, a police dog has been drafted in to sweep the building. Baxter has been trained to sniff out heroin, cocaine and cannabis.
Dog gave us an indication on the box, and we've got a reasonable amount of cannabis in there.
This big bag of weed would fetch an equally large price on the street. The bad news for the dealer is it's headed straight for the police incinerator. And Baxter isn't the only one sniffing out a monster haul.
Looks like it's a kilo block of uncut cocaine. In itself, it's probably worth 25 to 40,000, but once it's cut down into deals, its street value is probably upwards of £100,000. So that's a really good find. It's going to really hit them hard where it hurts in the pocket. A good result.
This raid has delivered the organised crime unholy trinity.
It's quite a good one.
Quite a good one, yeah.
Guns, money and drugs.
Everywhere you go.
For Brian's team, the raid was well worth the early morning wake-up.
We've got in excess of 1 kilo of cocaine in one big block package. Also, we found different quantities of, again, cocaine in bundles. Some were on the scales. There were mobile phones attached or linked to it. Quantity of cash just in that room alone.
6 people were arrested in today's operation, including their main target.
He has a previous history in organised crime in Nottingham area, links to groups that have been involved in quite serious offences within Nottingham, firearms offences. So it's a big result for us to locate him here, where he is actually in the room where the drugs are. We can actually tie him to that.
They didn't just tie him to it, they put him behind bars. When Sleeping Beauty had his day in court, he was convicted of possession with intent to supply cocaine and received a 7-year custodial sentence. The Interceptors' relentless mission to bring peace and order to the nation's streets is a vital task, but often a thankless one.
Not everyone's going to like us, I get that.
I used to get wound up a lot when they used to call you all sorts, and then I got past that. But I think sometimes it's hard, especially when you're a new officer and you're not used to going to work and getting abused. And then I think after a while you learn to ignore it because you know that they're saying it to get a rise. The minute they know that they've got you, that is it, they'll carry on. But we must be one of the few jobs where you go to work and you get abused and it's normal.
It's the early hours and Sergeant James Carrington and Katie Eustace are on patrol in the BMW X5.
We've had a call to say there are 5 males all dressed in dark clothing with torches go down an alleyway between a couple of properties.
The X5's 3-litre straight 6 and state-of-the-art 4-wheel drive system allow the interceptors to respond to the call with blistering pace.
Have we got any more specific description on the alleyway they've gone down? Hold on. There's a bloke's just popped his head out over there.
Which one?
That one just there. Go and have a look. And a poke.
Katie says she joined the force because she didn't want to be stuck in an office all day. I doubt she had disappearing down dark alleys at the top of her wish list either.
Hold on, there's about to be a massive fight between two taxi drivers.
There's trouble brewing down the road. These narrow streets only allow one car to pass at a time, and a pair of drivers are locked in a nose-to-nose standoff.
One of you needs to grow up, don't they, and move out of the way.
Yeah, see, I think she's got embroiled in some kind of road rage incident on the street that's unrelated at the same time.
What's up?
What's up is the back of a seriously annoyed taxi driver.
He's using Pakistani language.
He's being abusive. Right.
He's speaking like racist.
Unwilling to stare down an interceptor, the other driver backs down.
Gotta love it. You've gotta love.
Crisis averted, James leaves the comfort of the X5 and joins Katie in the hunt for the suspicious men.
No joy.
Nothing obvious, but there's cameras all over it.
There's not more shouting going on over it.
It sounds like the dueling motorists are back.
Hold on. There's going to be a horrible, nasty fight, so we need to move.
Clocking the incoming interceptors, the driver of the second car isn't hanging around.
Is it him doing all the shouting?
Yeah. Taxi driver's just trying to do this.
Yes, and four.
The 2-ton Beamer makes light work of the tight, speed bump-filled streets, but there's a problem. The runaway is also in an X5.
Left. NH.
But the police-spec BMW has a high-performance upgrade. A pair of interceptors.
Next right, next right. Right.
The runaway is recklessly racing through built-up residential streets.
Down here and right. They'll be out on the boulevard.
But Katie knows these roads like the back of her hand.
I've got the car now.
Bingo.
Yes, yeah. Right, fellas, what's your problem?
Nothing, officer. What's up?
Because you've had a right Barney with that taxi driver. Why have you guys behaved as you have?
Who's that?
These three lads appear to be heading to a party.
So any of you insured to drive this car?
No, none of it.
He was driving it then?
He's got off.
Has he? You know, because if you don't come back, we're going to be seizing the car.
The driver's seat is empty. He could have made off, or he could have just swapped seats.
Where's the lad that was driving this
He's gone
car?
to one of his bird's asses, I don't know.
Right, we need to fetch him back, otherwise, because none of you is insured to drive it, we're going to be taking his car. So you might... Dave claimed the driver has gone off to service his girlfriend. His mate's just told me that he's not going to come out. We suspect either they're not insured or something's not right with his driving licence. So we're going to be seizing the car.
So was it that belongs to the car? That's what the plate says, or am I guessing?
Yes, that's correct.
No. When is he coming back then to speak to us?
As soon as he busted the load.
Katie and James don't care what he's doing. If he's not back in 5 minutes, he's losing his wheels.
He's got his ring in him. He's due. Give him a second, innit, mate?
Right, well, I'm giving him
The car stinks of booze, but alcohol isn't the only stimulant on tonight's menu.
Are you enjoying that balloon? Is there something in there that's nice for you?
Yeah, of course it is. For nitrous oxide. And...
Lovely.
Nitrous oxide is the gas used to anaesthetise people in operating theatres. It's also a very popular but potentially harmful recreational drug. Inhaled from a kiddie's balloon, it's legal to use, but not if you're driving.
Yeah.
We suspect that the driver's had a load of that nitrous oxide, which would be why he's done one and not wants to come back, because it comes under that psychoactive substance stuff. So that'll be why he doesn't want to come and talk to us right now. Might have had a nice night with his missus, but lost his car.
With Romeo nowhere to be seen, Katie decides enough is enough.
Time's up. It's being recovered.
It's been 5 minutes.
Yeah, at 5:29.
5 minutes yet.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. It's been
Stop
about
supping your nitrous oxide and you'll know what time it is, won't you?
Come on,
Believe it's a chap called Don't call me babes, I'm not your babes, am I?
No, listen. You're far from me. Listen.
Exactly.
With the tow truck on its way, moving the X5 won't be a problem.
On the floor, not us.
But shifting this bunch of charmers could be.
You're going to see the rivers, isn't it?
Well, the recovery wagon's not going to take the car with you lot in it, is it?
Some more tie shit on you.
Shall I get one of the cars to come down?
Yeah.
One of the other cars start coming towards us.
I'm staying in this car.
Yeah, but if we seize the car under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act, there can't be people in it, which means we have the power to remove people from the vehicle to seize the vehicle.
Me as well.
Mate, don't act like a 5-year-old boy.
I'm not a 5-year-old
Don't be stupid.
boy.
Well, don't act like one then.
I'm not acting like one.
Right, well, let's not be stupid.
What I'm telling you is...
You're going to sit in a car and go to a police duty garage sat in a recovered car.
I am not getting out of the car.
Right, well, how are we going to recover it then? Are you in it?
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Katie and James know the ideal solution for removing stubborn objects.
Hello, boys.
Apply just the right amount of muscle. And if that doesn't work, the tow truck usually has the desired effect.
Socks and sliders, classic.
Psychotic drug. It's made for whipped cream.
Psychotic? You wouldn't believe it, would you?
Yeah, psychotic.
Really?
Good job litter wardens aren't here, innit?
The lads are now worried about the car. The windows are open, it's raining, and the interior is going to get trashed.
So if the car was to get damaged, who's going to be liable for it?
He's not come back to put the windows up
Yeah,
with
but
the keys,
who's
has he?
liable for it? You took it.
It's his fault, though,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
you took it. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
If you can get the key off him,
But he didn't
great,
know.
we can put the windows up. He's too busy. He's having a good time.
I'll put it in, Joe. You should.
But, as if by magic,
Hey, the windows are up.
someone somewhere has got the key to this car. But now it's locked, they can't take it out of gear, so it will have to be dragged onto the truck, potentially damaging the tyres and the gearbox.
We have tried to explain to them that if it gets dragged on, it might take some damage. With a key, it won't. They're not interested. Is this your mate's pride and joy?
The party's over for this rain-soaked trio.
Interesting bunch of lads, weren't they, to be fair?
Animated, I think would be
Yeah,
the best word
entertaining.
to describe them. At the end of the day, the driver's not come back, so we suspect he's either under the influence or something.
We've got him off the street for the night at least, bearing in mind he's probably under the influence of something, because they stink of booze as well. So whether it be the recreational gases they're enjoying or some booze as well, who knows? But
You don't want him driving around in that
no,
state.
the way he was driving through the estate, and if he's in that state, it's best we have him and his car off the road. So ultimately, this is a result.
It couldn't be proved that Romeo was behind the wheel, so no further action was taken. However, he did pay the recovery fee and collected his true love. Still to come.
He's going quick, isn't he?
He is.
A steaming driver runs off the road.
He's crashed.
And straight into custody.
Straight up, behind your back.
Behind your back.
Behind your back. I thought, how's he got round there? And that's the answer, he hasn't.
It's the midweek night shift in Mansfield, and Interceptors Clarkey and Phil are heading out on patrol.
Well, yeah, it's damp tonight. The roads are wet, but visibility is not too bad. Obviously, we'll drive to the conditions. The point is that everything that we do has got to be safe. I think we'll be in good hands with Phil at the wheel. I hope.
Up ahead, the pair spot a driver who appears to be in a bit of a hurry.
He's going quick, isn't he?
He is. He's crashed.
Losing it on the bend, the Nissan has flattened a metal fence. Remarkably, the driver's straight out of the car and making tracks.
Stay where you are! Please, stay where you are! Hurry up!
But Clarkey and Phil are right behind him.
Behind your back.
Behind your back.
Behind your back.
Now the Interceptors need to get to the bottom of why the car ended up like this.
You Polish?
Yes.
so Clarkey breaks out his best Polish.
You extra mash?
Not bad.
Not bad, okay.
Amateur thespian Clarkey picked up his impressive command of Polish during a week-long touring production of Macbeth.
You're walking round, Phil. Hang on. Go on.
The driver may not have blood on his hands, but he does have booze on his breath.
You been drinking?
Yes.
Yes. Spiritos.
Some vodka.
Vodka, yeah? Okay. Come on. Sit in there. On your head. I thought he'd take it the bend pretty quick. I thought, how's he got round there? And that's the answer, he hasn't.
I am dickhead.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I am dickhead.
When was your last drink tonight?
Hour ago.
About an hour ago, okay?
Hey,
Yes?
you know what is most shit in this situation?
What's that?
My good friend,
Yeah?
not drinking,
Yeah?
offer me.
To give you a lift?
There's no time for what-ifs. It's time to put him to the test.
You know where I am?
Okay, well...
In the big shit house.
Will you give me a breath sample?
No, I've been drunk. I've been driving.
Yeah.
Putting my breath.
Okay, thank you. Nice deep breath.
If you take my...
You blow into there, nice tight seal, blow into there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop there, stop there. Stop, stop, stop. Thank you.
The driver might wish he'd accepted that lift. The results are in.
So the legal limit is 35. Okay, you've blown 88.
88.
88. Yeah, so you failed the test, so I'm now arresting you on suspicion of driving whilst... Okay, listen to me, listen to me. I'm arresting you on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed alcohol limit. Do you understand that?
I'm working with you.
Okay, you are. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the police station. We're going to put you on an evidential breath test machine, and we'll see what the reading is there, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, Matthew. Just have to shut this door, okay? Thank you.
At over twice the legal limit, statistically, he was at least 30 times more likely to crash than a driver who hadn't touched a drop.
Look at this devastation. You know, he's completely driven at speed, lost it on the bend, come straight through here. There could have been a pedestrian, a cyclist, it could have killed somebody. It's crazy. If you want to avoid this, don't drink and drive. Simple.
It's my first mistake.
You have to learn from this. Don't ever drink drive again.
Back at the Nick.
Mind your head. You all right?
Phil books in Nottingham's happiest prisoner.
Come with me. We'll go and do the machine. Okay, all right. Thanks, Sarge. Cheers.
Thank you.
And escorts him to their state-of-the-art breath test suite.
So if you want to take a seat, if you sit down there for me, please.
I'm feeling very, very calm.
Good. You accept it. I understand that. You've said that, yeah. Take a nice deep breath and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
The driver blew 88 on the roadside test.
Stop there. Thank you.
The legal limit is 35.
Right, 86 and 83. We take the lower reading, so we'll take 83. So we'll take you back to the custody sergeant now. Excuse me. All right, mate. Bless you.
You know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
If only every drink driver was as easygoing as this fella.
Take care. All right. See you later. No problem. You take care, all right? All right. See you later.
See you. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Thank you very much. I know I make mistake. I'm sorry.
That's right. Main thing is you won't do it again. That's the good thing.
No. Thing is, you serve me like that.
All right, mate.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
See you. Cheers.
It will come as no surprise that the driver pleaded guilty to drink driving and he also had no insurance. He was probably less happy when he received fines totalling £470 and was disqualified for 20 months.
I thought he was going for it when we first started, you know. I thought he was up for a scrap, you know, when he first...
Yeah, well, as I was going
when he turned and faced up, and then he stopped and faced me up, didn't he? And I thought, here we go.
I think he just wanted to give you a hug.
Well, most people do.
Xin chào các bé yêu quý nhé. Vậy là chúng mình lại quay trở lại và gặp nhau này. Hôm trước thì chúng mình đã cùng nhau hoàn thành xong bài tập số 4, chính là bài tập nối ghép này đúng không? Hôm nay chúng mình sẽ quay trở lại và làm bài tập số 5 nhé. Bài này thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau đọc đề bài nào. Bài tập số 5 sẽ mang tên là thử sức này. Bây giờ đề bài sẽ như sau. Chúng mình sẽ phải tô màu đường đi của chú thỏ qua các đường phép tính có kết quả là 32. Vậy thì bây giờ chúng mình nhá sẽ phải tìm xem các phép tính nào có kết quả bằng 32, đúng không nhỉ? Thì đó chính là đường đi của chú thỏ, đúng không? Nha, bây giờ chúng mình cùng nhau tính toán này. Chú thỏ của chúng mình đứng ở bắt đầu từ đây đúng không? Nào, cô có phép tính đầu tiên là 42 trừ đi 10. Kết quả của chúng mình bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? À đúng rồi, chính là bằng 32 này. 32 này, ok chưa? Vậy thì chú thỏ sẽ bắt đầu từ đây đúng không? Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng xem chú thỏ sẽ đi sang bên này hoặc là đi sang bên này nhé, hay là đi sang dưới này nhé, được chưa? Mình sẽ có 63 trừ đi 31. 3 trừ đi 1 thì bằng 2 này. Và 6 trừ đi 3 thì bằng 3. Đúng rồi, vậy thì kết quả này, phép tính này sẽ bằng 32 này. Chú thỏ của chúng mình sẽ đi đến đây đúng không? Tiếp nhá. Xem đường đi tiếp là bao nhiêu nào này. Phép tính bên này sẽ là 37 trừ 5. À đúng là bằng 32 rồi. Vậy thì chú thỏ của chúng mình sẽ lại đi tiếp sang bên này này. Và mình có 63 trừ đi 63 trừ đi 32. 3 trừ 2 bằng 1 rồi. Thế thì chắc chắn cái này sẽ không phải, cái này sẽ bằng 31. Vậy chú thỏ của chúng mình sẽ không đi vào đây. Chú thỏ sẽ đi sang bên này. Đây chính là 32 này, được chưa? Tiếp nha, xem là chú đi bên này hay chú đi bên này nhá. 92 trừ đi 60, 92 trừ 60. Kết quả sẽ bằng bao nhiêu? À, chính là bằng 32 đúng không nhỉ? Đấy, chú sẽ đi tiếp sang bên này này. Mình xem dưới này xem nào. 59 trừ đi 29. À, cái này sẽ bằng 30 rồi, chắc chắn không phải. Tiếp nha, xem là chú sẽ đi bên này hay là rẽ sang bên này nhá. Được chưa? Mình có 56 trừ đi 24. 6 trừ 4 bằng 2, 5 trừ 3 sẽ bằng 32. Đúng rồi, vậy thì chú sẽ đi sang bên này này, được chưa? Và bên dưới này xem chú có đi sang này không? 63 trừ 30. À, cái này sẽ bằng 33, không đi sang đây. Tiếp nữa nhá, 33 trừ đi 1. À, kết quả sẽ chính là bằng 32 đúng không? 32 này, ok. Vậy là chú thỏ của chúng mình sẽ đi đến củ cà rốt này. Đấy chưa? Chúng mình đã nhìn ra đường đi của chú thỏ chưa nhỉ? Sẽ bắt đầu từ đây nhá. Xong là vòng sang đây, được chưa? Đây này, chưa? Xong chú sẽ đi vòng xuống đây và đến với củ cà rốt. Đúng rồi. Bây giờ chúng mình đã hoàn thành xong được bài tập số 5. Chúng mình đã giúp chú thỏ tìm ra được đường đi đúng không nhỉ? Đúng rồi. Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ tiến hành like video và subscribe kênh nhé.